Yeah, in terms of the core functions of government and generally speaking, the gravitas of what government should be all about, why doesn't the media cover more about the fiscal and economic condition of the various jurisdictions? You know, from CPS on up through the federal government, state, local government, in general, the true fiscal and economic, what's really going on, and the impact that this is having on our grandkids, and you know.
Well, look, it's probably a question that Kristen can answer better than I can, but I'll just say, I mean, I think it's not an accurate reflection. I mean, I think that the media actually covers quite a bit about the financial condition both in Chicago and statewide. You know, our firm has worked, for example, at BACRAC on a project on public pensions. You know, both newspapers were very receptive to coming in. They've written stories, they've written editorials. So, you know, that may be less true in terms of broadcast media, but certainly I think the print media, Cranes, they've all done stories dealing with the financial situation in Chicago and Illinois.
I think you came late to the picture, though. It wasn't, the numbers were not exciting and big, and it was a boring thing, and you know, getting people to understand about pensions. Now that the numbers are big, yeah, we're going to cover them, but in the past, you know, and again, you're not, there's huge stories in the local governments that aren't being covered. So it concerned me when we were talking about, well, now it's based on clicks. Well, this was a boring story before. If you're just going to do it based on clicks, stories based on clicks. You know, does the media have a responsibility to report on responsible, you know, valuable stories, or do they just do it based upon a business model?
But Sheila, I mean, every day Bill Bergman puts out a digest, and it is filled with stories. Now, maybe they're being generated through the great work of Truth and well, that's true. But I mean, you know, there's an evolution, and so yes, that's true. 5-6 years ago, that may have been the case.
I would say, too, there have been reporters covering Springfield dating back to 2005 and 2006 when they first started skipping pension payments and taking holidays, that a lot of that got reported. The $10 billion borrowing when Governor Burgoy first in. So it wasn't as intense as you're saying, and to your credit, to your group's credit and others, it has come to the forefront. But I'm telling, I can't, you know, my editor jokes that we had to write 1,000 pension editorials before they finally passed the pension reform bill, which later got kicked out by the courts. But that's not an exaggeration. I mean, I look back in the files of the Tribune in particular, and especially dating back to about 2004, 2005, when that ramp started kicking in, the editorial board at least was raising that issue consistently. And the Broken Bonds series of 2013 that a couple of our reporters did on City Hall, and all the borrowing on top of credit cards and the financial tools that were abused and all the debt that we're sitting on, I would refer you to that series. It was phenomenal.
And what I would say is that one of the problems is that I don't know that the public, well, in fact, there's polling that indicates that the public hasn't been paying attention to those issues sufficiently. So, you know, it's easier to blame the media, and because nobody ever wants to blame the public or the citizens, but we as citizens bear some responsibility for the fact that this has gotten out of control.